don't know about you, you're getting yourself in
No,
big trouble.
okay yan.
Pauline has
Sige,
committed
magganto
to
ka.
land him one.
Trendsetter.
Magkikape lahat. Gagawin niya yan.
Friday game?
O, game.
Napalaban ako dun,
Susuotin ko to ulit?
Oo, okay lang yan. Sustainability. May isa pa, may isa pa.
Sarap ng undertime, no? Banter pa more, Marie. But thank you once again. Okay na tayo, girls?
Okay na, okay na.
Okay na, 8:28. Thank you to Cess, to Sean, to Pauline, the ladies of the big story. Napalaban ako, Chess. Mukhang...
Nagkikape ka. Ikaw nagsabi.
Okay. Fine. Tonight, we've got the New York Knicks firing their head coach after their elimination from the NBA playoffs. Plus, a coaching change in UAP volleyball as well. We catch up with veteran mentor Shaq de los Santos after he was named the new head coach of the USC Golden Tigresses.
And it's off to the 3x3 World Cup for the Gilas Filipinas women's team. We tell you how they booked their spot in the prestigious tournament.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Liton-Calao.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Ramiro, the show by Mamoy Lee. Victor Moves puts it off. Unbelievable. Gemma on the left side. Oh, the pass! Stopping another one. Bakulas rejecting Estevo for the win.
The New York Knicks with a shocking decision to fire their head coach, Tom Thibodeau. In a statement released by the team, Knicks president Leon Rose confirmed that they are letting go of the veteran mentor as they remain focused on winning a championship. Coach Thibs just guided the Knicks to their best postseason run in recent history, which culminated in their first Eastern Conference Finals appearance in 25 long years. But they were eventually eliminated by the Indiana Pacers in 6 games. Coach Thibs spent 5 seasons with the Knicks and was even rewarded a 3-year contract extension just this past summer. Under Thibodeau's watch, the Knicks had an overall record of 226 wins against 174 losses. He was even named Coach of the Year back in 2021.
After knocking out higher seeds like the Knicks and the Cleveland Cavaliers from the playoffs, the Indiana Pacers are looking to pull off another stunner, this time on the NBA's biggest stage. In 2 days, the Pacers will begin a best-of-7 battle for the NBA crown with the Oklahoma City Thunder. And just like in previous rounds, Indy will enter the series as the underdogs against a team that had the best record in the regular season. Throughout the playoffs, Pacers stars Tyrese Halliburton and Miles Turner have even been perceived as the B-side to most of their matchups. But they've thrived and succeeded so far, and they remain confident for the upcoming finals. They also shared another source of inspiration in the championship series. When asked what was the first NBA championship they seriously followed as kids, they both said the 2011 finals, where their current coach Rick Carlisle led the Dallas Mavericks past the heavily favored Miami Heat, bannered by LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh.
2011, Heat Mavs. That's the first one I can say I really sat down and truthfully remember. And I hated Rick for that. And so the fact that I'm here with him is it's pretty full circle, so it's exciting.
And they were prohibitive underdogs too.
Yeah. No, it's definitely cool to see. And like I said, I definitely couldn't stand Rick and the Mavs in that time. So it's definitely full circle and really cool to be a part of with him. And I ask these guys questions about that 2011 run all the time, and I have since I've gotten here. And, now be able to create runs of our own has been a lot of fun. I think the biggest thing is I think they went into that situation similar to how we've went into a lot of our playoff runs of just being the underdog and knowing that a lot of people weren't picking them and just kind of going into it with I don't know a better way to put it than kind of with like an effort mentality. Sorry, I didn't want to cuss, but I had to right there. I didn't know how to get it across. But just kind of going into it that way, and as long as the guys in our locker room and the people in this building believe, then anything is possible. So we're really excited about the challenge. It's a really good team in front of us, and no quote-unquote expert or analyst is going to pick us, and that's okay. We like it better that way, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
No BS. The first one I watched was Rick's run, 2011.
Same with Tyrese.
Yeah, I'm a Dallas kid, man, and I really, they had got to the finals. I think Avery Johnson was the coach. Yeah, but I didn't really know. I was kind of just young, I didn't really just like watch it for what it was. But I was a teenager when I was going on with the finals and whatnot with Dallas. So I watched that one in depth. I had a relationship with Chris Bosh when I was coming up too, so I just watched him, and honestly, it was everybody was going for the heat at that time. They had Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, LeBron, and all them, but when Rick proved it, Dirk and the rest of his team, it's just that the right time, anybody get hot, take it. For me personally, I think it was more so about just the city. Dallas was like I'd never seen it like that before. I'm from 30 minutes away from where Dallas is at, and we had local vendors out there selling finals T-shirts, and everybody was hyped. The city was just in a whole different environment. So just what the finals would do for a city is something I think I took for underestimated as well. It's just been a different buzz here around Indianapolis. It's just been, these fans deserve this.
Well, the OKC Thunder haven't played in almost a week, but they remain locked in for what will be their most important battle this season. After finishing off the Minnesota Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals, OKC spent a few days resting and recovering. But after finding out on Sunday that they will be facing the Pacers, they went right back to work to the court in preparation for the new challenge ahead. The Thunder did win both their matchups against the Pacers in the regular season. Here now are Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren sharing their mindset heading into the last dance.
They play fast, and that's what kind of like fuels their whole identity. And they're really talented. Mark made a really good point. Like, they are feeling the exact same way we feel. You know what I mean? Like, they've had to win 3 series. We've had to win 3 series. So they're coming in extremely confident. We're coming in confident. So should be really fun. But yeah, that drives their thing. I think just like their pace, and you kind of saw it just wear down the Knicks a little bit. So that's something that we'll look at, and yeah, we'll just go from there. I was watching Miles Turner's interview yesterday. He made a really good point. Just I think teams that get along well and actually have like a real chemistry is starting to show a little more. You're starting to get into the NBA just naturally getting younger. And I think we're kind of like in that transition now. So I think it's cool that you have 2 like small market teams playing on this big stage. So that's really cool too. But yeah, I think he just made a good point. Like, they are pretty close to us in regards to like how close they are as a team. Obviously, I'm not in their locker room, so I don't know. But outside looking in, like, they look like they have a lot of fun playing with each other, and their crowd is really into it. Like, their city loves them. So that's kind of like around the same thing as us. So it's cool that you're kind of like playing yourself in a way in that kind of regard.
I also feel like every series is so different. You can't kind of compare one series to the next in that way. Like, if you switched up the order, I think series would look pretty similar because it comes down to who you're playing. But we definitely learned from that, and I feel like coming out of that, we're definitely a better team, and we just have to continue to do that going forward. Just continue to read and react to what defenses are giving me in real time. Understanding that different teams have different philosophies and want to guard you different ways, guard us as a team different ways. So just kind of being able to read that in real time and not have to wait until after the game to watch the film and be better for next game. But every game is super important. So just trying to be better and be quicker in those situations so that we can maximize each game.
In other NBA news, the Orlando Magic have unveiled a new logo for the next season. The new logo revisits the Magic's history with an iconic and fan-favorite franchise symbol, the star. Orlando says this is a symbol for the team's reach for the stars mentality regarding its championship ideals. The logo also stays true to the Magic's color branding, blue, black, and silver. With the new logo comes 3 new uniforms: the White Association, Blue Icon, and Black Statement jerseys. This honors the Magic's most iconic jerseys while also ushering in a new era of Orlando basketball. Coming up, a new era for the USD Golden Tigresses. We catch up with the returning Shaq de los Santos as he takes over the team again. Play-by-play will
And we're back. Thank you for joining us here on Play-by-Play live on One News. The rain or shine Elasto Panthers with a crucial win to improve their chances of getting a twice-to-beat edge in the quarterfinals of the PBA Philippine Cup. ROS beat the Terra Firma Jeep 94-85. It was close in the early goings until rain or shine started to pull away midway through the second period. By halftime, it was 45-34 in favor of the E-Painters. In the third quarter, the lead ballooned to as many as 18 points. Terra Firma brought it back down to as low as 3 points in the payoff period, but couldn't quite complete the comeback in the final minutes. Jonard Clarito led Rain or Shine's balanced attack with 12 points to go along with 5 rebounds and 3 steals. 4 other Painters scored in double figures. Rain or Shine now improves to 6 wins and 3 losses with 2 elimination round games left on their schedule. Terra Firma suffers its 9th straight loss and has only 1 win to show in 10 games played.
It's a battle of 2 eliminated teams in tonight's second game in the PBA Philippine Cup. The Phoenix Fuel Masters and the Northport Batang Pier are facing off to try and end their respective losing skids. Calvin Abueva also suiting up for the first time for Northport. A close fight here to start the game with Phoenix only up by 2 after the first, 30-28. But Phoenix had a little more fuel in the second and was able to take a 56-51 lead at the half. Kai Balungay and Joshua Munzon leading their respective teams with 14 points each. Phoenix is right above Northport in the standings with 2 wins against 7 losses, while the Batang Pier are trying to go for a follow-up to their conference opening win. in the UAAP after an impressive 10-year run. The UST Golden Tigresses are parting ways with head coach Kung Fu Reyes.
But taking over the team is a very familiar face as veteran mentor Shaq De Los Santos returns to call the shots. He's joining us now via Zoom. Coach Shaq, freshly minted head coach of the UST Golden Tigresses once again. Pagbabalik ni Coach Shaq De Los Santos sa Espanya. Coach Shaq, una sa lahat, magandang gabi. And thank you.
Magandang gabi, Andre and Cheska.
Congratulations
Hi, Coach.
pala. His daughter just
Congratulations.
graduated.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you so much.
Napilit
Thank you.
natin si Coach. Okay, Coach, diretso na po tayo ha. Balik ka na, head coach, UAAP. Alam naman natin, ang dami mong pinagdaanan. Nag-UST, you won a title, tapos nag-FEU, tapos nag-UP din. Ano yung una mong naging reaksyon nung kinausap ka ng UST? Tinanggap mo ba agad-agad? O medyo, syempre, pinag-isipan mo muna?
Well, nagulat din ako kasi nung unang minessage ako ni Father Rodel, our athletic director, na yun nga, sabi niya, nagpapaschedule ng meeting, so kung pwede raw ako makausap. And then after that, yun nga, inopen niya sa akin kung ano yung mga plans and yung goal. So, siyempre ako, sobrang appreciate ko yung offer or yung gusto nilang mangyari. And then after that, nagsabi lang din ako na kailangan ko rin munang magpaalam especially sa signal. So, ayun lang naman yung nangyari.
Coach, napag-usapan na ba kung ano yung mga expectations sa'yo once nag-start na to?
Well, ang good thing kasi kay Father Rodel,
Championship agad, championship. Ay, sorry.
Hindi, sabi niya nga sa akin, to be honest, of course, championship yung gusto niya. But yung sabi niya nga rin sa akin na ang kailangan lang is makasimula muna ulit. Yun nga, especially yung paano muna ipa-adapt yung system na meron ako. And then, ang good thing kasi, buo pa rin naman yung core ng coaching staff namin. So, I think yung adjustment, medyo konti na lang ang mangyayaring adjustment dito dahil itutuloy lang namin kung ano yung mga pinaghirapan namin before.
Coach,
so, ayun.
para maliwanag lang ha, dagdag ko lang, check. So tuloy ka din, Signal, ikaw pa rin ang head coach din ng Signal sa PBL, diba? Tapos tuloy, tapos ito nga, hindi naman kakaiba yun eh. So at least pagsasabayin mo. Oo, correct.
Yes.
Coach, si Coach Kung Fu, who's a good friend of yours, one of the longest, isa yan sa kumbaga, Vatican, longest tenured coaches sa UAAP. Naging assistant coach ka pa nga niya 2024. Tapos alam mo naman natin ngayon, bago na yung role ni Coach Kung Fu, nasa USC pa rin siya. Siya ang magiging program director ng women's and girls volleyball programs. Paano mo nakikita, Coach, yung magiging relasyon nyo ni Coach Kung Fu? And sa pagkikwento mo din, nakwento mo sa akin na yung core is still there. So ano yung, kumbaga, moving forward, ano yung mababago kung meron man? At ano yung magiging relasyon nyo ni Coach Kung Fu moving forward, Coach?
I think yung sa relationship namin kay Coach Kung Fu, I think wala namang masyadong magbabago. Siguro ang magiging difference lang is yun nga, like yung sinasabi rin niya sa amin na siyempre kung ako na yung head coach ngayon, mas ako na yung maraming kailangan gawin para sa team, lahat ng decision making na kailangan. So ako na yung mag-handle. But ang good thing, to be honest, tumawag din kasi ako sa kanya through phone para yun nga, mapag-usapan din namin kung ano yung mga mangyayari, and then talagang in-emphasize ko sa kanya na tayo pa rin yung magkakasama, wala namang magbabago doon. And kailangan lang din namin siguro more on yung communication din namin and maging honest sa isa't isa dahil siyempre, yun nga, like nabanggit mo, siya na yung isa sa pinakamatagal na naging coach sa UAAP. So yung connection niya, yung contacts niya, and then yung mga taong nakapaligid sa kanya since nagsimula siyang mag-coach sa college until this year, parang yun yung kailangan namin dahil yung source namin pagdating sa recruitment and then sa other things na kailangan namin, even dun sa mga players na mag-graduate from high school going to college. So, yun yung isa sa pinaka-importanting pwede namin mapag-usapan. So, ayun.
Maganda, at least may continuity pa
may
rin.
continuity.
Oo, yung program. Tuloy-tuloy lang. Magiging, kumbaga, seamless yung tahi. Tama ba?
Yes.
Pagpasok mo dito.
Oh, but also, Coach, you were the last head coach to lead the UST Golden Tigers to a UAAP championship.
Di mo yung ngiti,
This was
oh.
season, oh, di ba? Saya niya. Coach, season 72. So that was what, 15 years ago? But syempre, Coach, hindi biro ang championship experience, hindi biro yung alam mo na what it takes to get there. So, right now, coming in as, returning as the head coach, ano yung mga susi? Ano yung mga kailangan gawin para maulit yan?
First of all, nangingiti ako kasi ang tagal ko na rin pala nagko-coach. Wow, naisip ko lang ako na bagay isa sa pinakamatanda nagko-coach ngayon. So, but kidding aside, I think yung meron kami ngayon, especially yun nga, yung pagbalik din ng mga players na hindi nakalaro last UAAP, I think malaking impact yon. And then siyempre yung pag one more year ni Det and ni Perdido, sobrang laking help for us na, ayun nga, makakalaro pa rin sila sa last playing year nila. Siguro kailangan lang namin ituloy pa or mas i-polish namin kung ano yung mga siguro naging kulang namin last UAAP. And mas mag-focus pa rin kami dun sa mga bagay na kailangan improve ng individual. And siguro kahit papaano yung experience kasi ng other players namin, malaking impact or malaking help na para sa amin to. So, siguro ang magiging challenge lang dito is siguro yung system na meron ako kung paano ko lang ipapa-adapt sa kanila. And siyempre, hindi siya ganun kadali, hindi rin pwedeng mag-sink in agad, pero siguro bibigyan namin ng maraming time para mas ma-absorb and ma-adapt ng mga players namin. So, yun.
Coach, ang dami pa namin gusto itanong. Siyempre, returning players mo next season, babalik mga veterano mo, Det Pepito, Jonah Perdido. Two-part question to, Coach. Ano masasabi mo na babalik? Siyempre, malaking bagay si Det at si Jonah. Tapos, yun nga, sabi mo nga din, you'll still be coaching the Signal HD Spikers, pero hindi ito yung first time na sabay yung pagiging head coach mo sa school. Di ba? Naalala natin dati, nagsabay ka na rin, Petron, sa FEU, naalala mo, sa PSL, nag-champion ka pa nga eh. Paano mo hahandelin o babalansin itong pagmamanage, syempre, sa dalawang team? Kasi your goal, of course, also in the PVL, dalhin din ang Signal sa championship. Ganon din dito sa UST, sa pagbabalik mo. Gano'n kaiba o pareho yung magiging approach ni Shaq de los Santos dito pagdating sa pros at sa collegiate?
Well, yung regarding siguro yung sa schedule namin, yung dalawang teams, siguro kailangan mas ma-fix namin ng mas maaga yung mga possible schedules namin, especially sa trainings. And then, siguro yung tournament, doon na lang kami mag-adjust pagdating mismo sa tournament. And then, siguro yung proper namin sa calendar, paano namin siya i-arrange. And then, siguro pag-handle ng both teams, think for me, basic experience ko, siguro konti lang naman yung adjustment na mangyayari. Dahil kahit papaano, siyempre itong UST, sa 2 years ko rin na naging assistant coach, kahit papaano, may konti na rin akong idea sa ugali nila, on and off the court. And I think, hindi naman siya magiging mahirap sa amin dahil, ayun nga, parang meron nang nasimulan na kailangan lang ituloy talaga. So, yun.
Coach, maraming salamat.
Thank you so
Mabuhay
much
ka,
for your
mabuhay ka.
time. Again, congratulations din po sa anak
Thank you so
niyo.
much. Thank you.
Congrats, Coach.
Alright.
Good luck. Thank you.
That was UST Golden Tigers' head coach, Shaq de los Santos. Coming up after a powerful showing in Doha, Gilas Filipinas women are heading to the FIBA 3x3 Under-23 World Cup. Welcome back. You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. The Philippine women's football team wrapped up its latest training camp with a 1-0 defeat to Chinese Taipei. With key forwards Serena Bolden, Katrina Guiu, and Quinley Cazada missing the Filipinas, the struggle to create chances in the final third. The lone goal came in the 27th minute as Chinese Taipei's Saki Matsunaga capitalized on a costly turnover to slot it past keeper Olivia McDaniel. The Filipinas had few opportunities to equalize, relying on set pieces and long balls that were easily cleared by the Chinese Taipei defense. Rain poured late in the match, adding drama to their last-gasp efforts, but they weren't enough. The friendly served as a crucial test ahead of their 2026 AFC Women's Asian Cup qualifying campaign.
Okay, tonight, top plays from the rain or shine, Terra Firma game, and tonight's highlight reel, of course, first game today yun. Simulan na muna natin with the Terra Firma Jeep, former De La Salle sniper Aljun Melesio against his former teammate, Andre Karakut. Whoop, whoop, dancing with Karakut. And then the bump, ooh, what a move! Isolation, of course, Aljun at its best. At his best, remember back in the UAAP, kahit na Lasal Zubel pa lang itong batang to pagdating talaga dito, he's very skilled. And against his former LaSalle teammate in Karakut, just went through there. Melesio finished with 5 points though in this game. Okay, more from Terra Firma. This time, dating Lasalista din, of course, nag-UST. Mark Nonoy, look at this lightning quick move. Against Karakut again, ooh, the cross! And then all the way to the hole. Mark Nonoy, have mercy on Andre Karakut back-to-back. There, look at this. Woo! Now you see me, now you don't. Nonoy had a decent outing this game though. 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 steals for Mark Nonoy. But that won't be enough to get the Jeep over though in this game. Okay, eto naman, from rain or shine. Skirmish here, Pringle. And then the shot by Nonoy, no. Rebounded by Clarito. And off to the races. Jonard looking like Michael Jonard there. Air Jonard, as what they call him in the locker room. Bumitin, akala ko dadaktak from the free throw line. Take a look. Whoop. And then picking up his dribble and then layup lang. Finger roll. That was a good finger roll. George Gervin, the Iceman. Reminiscent, of course, also Eddie Jones. Idol din yan. So mga 90s, kung alam yan, 90s kids, Eddie Jones. All right, more from Clarito this time. Next play. Ito naman. He picks up his dribble here. Tingnan natin. And then, waiting for some movement, he just throws the ball, gets the contact, foul, and one. And plus the 3-2. Wow, big play, big shot from Jonard Clarito. He felt Zaldivar with a contact, and then it says, bata, sabit, bato, itcha, pasok. Jonard Clarito, and look at Karakut. And Coach Yang, even a smile there from Coach Yang Yao with a 3-point shot plus the foul. Team high, 12 points for Jonard, along with 5 rebounds, 3 steals. ROS holds off Terra Firma. Late rally, though, by Terra Firma, but no problem for Coach Yang Yao and the Lasso Painters, 94-85. Cheska.
Thank you for the highlights. And before we go, the Gilas Filipinas women are heading to the World Cup. The Philippine squad punched their ticket to the 2025 FIBA 3x3 Under-23 World Cup. That's after a dominant run at top 5 of the FIBA 3x3 Youth Nations League Asia Pacific 1 in Doha, Qatar. KC De La Rosa poured in 11 points in their 21-14 win over Chinese Taipei in the final. This sealed the Philippine team's qualification with a total of 460 series points. Alongside De La Rosa, Tin Cayabyab, Cheska Apag, and Cielo Pagdulagan also delivered strong performances. The national team dominated Singapore and host nation Qatar on their way to the title clincher. The 3x3 Under-23 World Cup is set for September 17 to 21 in Chong'an, China. Congratulations, Gilas women!
Meanwhile, NBA fans, heads up, unforgettable awaits. You can watch the 2025 NBA Finals this June on NBA TV Philippines, One Sports, RPTV, and of course on Pilipinas Live.
There you go.
Game 1, Friday na, no?
Ang bilis.
Kanino ka doon? Pacers o OKC?
Ooh.
Ako, syempre, I'm rooting for
I already know.
Hallie and the Pacers.
Your boy.
Yes. Pero, I think OKC has more depth. Ikaw?
OKC is pretty strong.
Crowded.
It's their
Yeah.
lineup is Ooh.
So let's see what happens. Game 1, abangan natin Friday. That's all from us tonight. Catch us again tomorrow, Thursday, 8:30 p.m. for a play-by-play of the day's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News, that's Signal TV, Channel 8 on SD, and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play and Filipinas Live.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Calao. Thank you for watching. Good night.